वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुलारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णा प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः नारायणं सुरगुरुं जगदेकनाथं भक्तप्रियं सकललोकनमस्कृतं च त्रैगुण्यवर्जितम् अजं विभुं आदि ईशं वन्दे भवग्नं अमरासुरसिद्धवन्द्यं नमो नमः. Shubhodaya, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are joining. We scraped through the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and the 10th chapter so profound. Reluctantly we said we finished. It's Bhagavan Shri Krishna talked about his glory. His glory in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna says everything is contained in him. In the 10th chapter, Shri Krishna talked about how he is there in everywhere. Wherever something extraordinary is happening, his divine touch is there. Without his divine touch, nothing, even the blade of grass cannot move. Nothing extraordinary can come out without the divine grace. That is what he touched upon. And before entering into the 11th chapter, Mahabharata story, Mahabharata in the Vanaparva, in the third section of Mahabharata, in the first year, Yudhishthira, he had Akshaya Patra. Pandavas received the Akshaya Patra from Surya Bhagavan, and he had everything in abundance. Like most of us strive very hard to come to Australia. Once we come here, we lost the purpose. So comfortable, life is so comfortable, just cruise along. And in the any long weekend, go on a holiday, and it's a luxury. We are when the abundance is there, chances of squandering the life is also more. We take the life for granted, and in the name of socializing, partying, we don't know how the time is slipping. The Yudhishthira was a solid case. He had Akshaya Patra, getting everything in abundance. He was getting everything in abundance, and Bhima and Draupadi talked about, look at this man, king, he has no concern to recover his kingdom back. He is casually whiling away his time and talking, listening to discourse and having a 5-course meal casually, and he has lost the purpose of his life. We had to wake him up. Then Draupadi initially, she asked him to get up, and she told, I am surprised about 2 things. One is Duryodhana had no remorse in what he did, and the second one is you, another astonishing thing. Having lost everything, having no concern to recover. Then Yudhishthira tried to play the game on the fate. Everything happens because of the God's wish. and God's wish, I have absolved Duryodhana, and if I am meant to get my kingdom, I will get my kingdom. If I am meant to lose my kingdom, I will lose the kingdom. So, like casual approach, he said. Then Bhima entered in. He said, just by banking on God, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. God, if I am destined, I will get. One is yogyata should be there, self-effort should be there, then only God's blessings will be there. God's blessing won't just befall on someone sitting idle and thinking that something magic will happen. And he said, you are a king, Kshatriya, you are an obligation to recover your land back. It was unjustly usurped by Duryodhana and team. And when Duryodhana can do this one to the king, then what about the ordinary subjects? Ordinary subjects cannot live in peace, and you have an obligation to protect the ordinary subjects also. You have to get up. And hearing that one, Yudhishthira woke up, and yes, then Vedavyasa came, and he asked Arjuna to acquire divine missiles. You had to have divine missiles, and Vedavyasa gave the mantra upadesha to Yudhishthira, and he asked Yudhishthira to pass it on to Arjuna. It is Yudhishthira passed it on to Arjuna and asked him to do the japa Om Namah Shivaya in the forest Indrakila Parvat for 6 months. And he was he went to that place, and he confronted with when he was doing a japa, there was a boar, wild boar came attacking. It was a Mukasura. Then simultaneously Arjuna hit that boar, and another hunter man also hit. It was a Mukasura. Mukasura, it is Mukha. Mukasura means another name, one having known, keeping quiet. Many people have seen more these days. Parents, though they know, they keep quiet. They don't talk about to the children. Children, let them do whatever they want. They are sitting idle. They don't. They are not interested in correcting the children also. Like Mukasura. Mukasura, when you keep quiet, then you have an obligation to correct. That is why you have a office. In the office you have manager, that designation, team leader or whatever. Another designation is parent. Parenthood designation is there. You have an obligation to correct your children and not to become like a Mukasura. Become not commenting. And when after that both that hunter man and Arjuna, they were claiming that because of their arrow, boar died. Then they went into that confronting, and Arjuna's Gandiva got emptied, and later on he realized it was none other than Lord Shiva himself had come, and Lord Shiva said, I am giving you the Pashupata Astra. General understanding is Pashupata Astra belonging to Lord Shiva. In the Mahabharata says, Lord Shiva himself says, this belongs to Vishnu. I am just holding on, custodian of this one. I am giving to you. And when Lord Shiva gave the Pashupata Astra, and other devatas, Agni Astra, Varuna and Yama, other devatas, Dikpalakas, all Kubera, everyone came and gave their weapon. And after that, Indra said, come to the heaven. You come and stay there, and anyway you have a lot of another 12 years to go, and you have free time, come to Swarga. So Arjuna is an incarnation of Indra. He went to Devaloka, and he shared the seat with Indra. And when the time came after 5 years, Arjuna said he wanted to go. So when he wanted to go, Indra said, please stay. No, he said, Arjuna said, my home birthplace is far superior than the heaven. In Ramayana also it comes, Lakshmana says in Lanka, Ayodhya, what is there? Look at Lanka, full of gold, everything, abundance. Let us stay here. Why go back to Ayodhya? Let Bharata rule. Then Lord Ramachandra says, and Janani Janma Bhumisya, he talks about my place of birth is higher than the heaven. Arjuna also says that one. I want to go and I want to be with my brothers, my family members, and it is far superior than my whatever, even the everything is in abundance. And it's a message for us also. Having come this far, we should not forget our Matra Bhumi, that we have to be connected and contribute back to our motherland. Motherland, though everything is in abundance, but nothing like your motherland. And Arjuna says, then Indra gave his own crown and gave it to Arjuna. So in Arjuna got one name called as Kiriti. Kiriti, one of the names of Arjuna is Kiriti, Indra gave. And all Devas, they gave him a conch. Today in the temple we had a puja, and our Apratim tried to blow the conch. And since all Devas gave that conch name is called as Devadatta. In the first chapter it comes in Devadatta, Poundram Dadma, Devadatta. He blew the conch, that name is Devadatta. Devadatta, it is given by all Devas as a present to him. He blew that one before the start of the war. And here Pandavas, when he was away in 5 years, they went around a pilgrimage for 1 year, and next 4 years they spent their time in Badri. Pandavas spent another 4 years. Badri, further away, that next year we want to go there. It is Surgarohana. It's called as Alakapuri, birthplace of Alakananda river. Alakananda river, they went there, and in Kubera's hospitality, they stayed in Kubera, Alakapuri. It's full of, there is no, plenty in abundance. And I will quickly touch upon the story when they were in Badri. One flower, Saugandhika Pushpa, it is called a Saugandhika Pushpa, very fragrant flower, came and fell where Garuda tried to flap his wings from the lake. One flower came off and fell near Draupadi. She said, golden color, I want this flower. She told Bhima. Bhima went there. That lake was protected by thousands of yakshas. And Bhima, he entered the lake. They said, no, don't enter. You ask, we will give. Bhima said, I have no question of asking. I am from the king, and I am taking. So they protested, and Bhima confronted and defeated all. Then they reported to Kubera. Kubera said, who was that? Bhima. Oh, Bhima, then why did you fight? And welcome them. And he welcomed Pandavas to stay in Alakapuri for next, they stayed there for next 4 years. What happened when they were going to get the Saugandhika Pushpa? I will talk about next week. Bhima along when he went to get the Saugandhika Pushpa, he met with Hanuman. Hanuman, what was the discussion? I will touch upon that one next week. And now we are entering into the 11th chapter, Vishwaroopa Darshana Yoga. Vishwarupa, we all have eyes, but we don't see. Though we have eyes, we see, but we don't, we see things, but we miss what need to be seen. We don't have vision, we just blind staring. In the 11th chapter, in the first chapter, Arjuna says, Senayor Ubayor Madhye Ratam Stapaya Mechyutam Yavadetan Niriksheham Yotu Kaman Vyavastitan. I want to see who dares to fight. He wanted to see, and who wanted to fight with me. He wanted to see through his eyes. So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he deliberately positioned the chariot Yev Muktva Hrishikesho Gudakeshena Bharatam Senayor Ubayor Madhye Ratam Stapaya Senayor Ubayor Madhye Stapaya Itya Ratottamam. And Lord Sri Krishna positioned the chariot such a way he can have a wider panoramic view and to see. He wanted to see who dares to fight with me. I want to annihilate all wicked people. He went there, but when Sri Krishna says, I want to see, he positioned. Now, instead of seeing the wrongdoers, he started seeing only his uncles, grandfather, and guru, and other things. He wanted to see, but he did not see. I wanted to see who dares. We also at home, and we are very critical of others. At home, somebody is not doing right. Oh, it's my wife. Oh, it is my son. It is my bablu. It is my this one. It is okay. It is okay. We condone. We don't see. We don't see. We take the partial analysis. Arjuna wanted to see who wanted to fight. When he came, he only, instead of seeing the strength of the opponent, he started attaching himself as a relative. My friend, my uncle, my cousins, my brothers, and my guru. When his attachment came, wrong judgment of the relation, his vision was blinded. His vision was blinded. His potential collapsed. He had so much of potential. He says, my Gandiva is shaking. I can't fight. I am becoming nervous. My tongue is getting parched. I can't fight. How can I fight with my relatives? Initially, he wanted to fight with enemies. Then he thought, I am not fighting with enemies, my relatives. So, in our life also, best in us will not come out when you start having it's a misunderstanding. The clouded, judgment is clouded. Then Sri Krishna opened his, talked him little by little. What is Karma Yoga? Action is important. How you do the action is important. Do the action without any attachment. He started talking about various yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, and he talked about further. He talked about everything is done by me alone. By in the Vibhuti Yoga, everything is done by me alone. Nobody is doing, nobody has the ability to do. All you have to do is make up your mind. Not put on the makeup on your face, but make up your mind. When you start, your attempt is 0.01%. Rest, everything is done by the God, but we are not willing to do because of our attachment. We are not able to do. Sri Krishna says, Drida Nischayaha, make a firm resolution and rest. It's everything happening according to God's wish. Nothing can move, but we as a responsibility, we are here to exhaust our karma. Exhaust our karma by doing our action with as an offering to the Lord. In the 10th chapter, Sri Krishna talks about towards the end, whatever great is there, whatever extraordinary is there, it is Tejo Amshena, it is Atava Bahunetena, Kim Jnatena, Atava Arjuna, Vishtabhyam Idam Krishnam, Ekanshena Stito Jagatam. The entire universe is supported by the fragment of my energy, divine energy. I sustain them. Arjuna, when after hearing that one, he was totally bowled out. Earlier he was saying, in the first chapter he was very arrogant. I want to see who dares to fight. Lord Shri Krishna wanted to curb his arrogance, deliberately positioned. So, and instead of seeing, he started getting attached to his relatives and friends. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna starts with he became very submissive, and repeat after me. Arjuna vacha Madanugrahaya paramam Guhya adhyatma sanjnitam Yatvayoktam vachastena Mohoyam vigato mama Mad anugrahaya paramam. You have, Sri Krishna, Arjuna says, how much of grace you have shown, how much of blessings you have poured on to me, how much of divine grace you poured on to me, I can't explain. Mad anugrahaya paramam. You have done anugraha, great favor to me. I was going in a wrong way. Out of compassion, with the great favor you have done unto me, mad anugrahaya paramam. Anugraha means the grace. Parama means highest of the grace you bestowed on to me, removed my ignorance. Madanugrahaya paramam guhya adhyatma sanjnitam. You reveal the top secret to me. Top guhya adhyatma sanjnitam. Adhyatma adi atma. Adhyatma vidya vidyanam. Of all the sciences, inner science is the highest of the science. Sri Krishna talks about in the sloka adhyatma vidya vidyanam. Adhyatma of the all the knowledge of the inner science. Very few people talk about. Nobody is interested in talking about. If a teacher is available, students are not interested in hearing the inner science. Everyone is interested in outer science, which is subject to change. Sri Krishna, Arjuna says, with you bestowed on me the highest of the grace by revealing the top secret Adhyatma Vidya. Yet tvayokta yet tu ukta vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna says, yet tu ukta, whatever you talked about that one, vachastena, that your the profound talk, mohoyam, my confusions, the deep ignorance built up in me, vigato mama gata. Gata has gone. Vigata means gone forever. Gone for the confusion has gone. My ignorance has melted out after hearing after you bestowed the highest of the grace on me. Bhavapi, bhava, apyaya, hi, bhutanam, shruto, vistarasho maya, tvatta, kamalapatraksha, mahatma, api, cha, avyayam. And from the 10th chapter, Arjuna picks up this one, bhava, bhava, apyaya. Bhava means coming into the life. Apyaya means what is going away from life. Bhava means also means born. Apyaya means death. Beings come and go. Bhutanam, all beings, they come and go. And Shruto Vistarasho Mama, all beings, you are the origin of everyone's birth and death. You talked about Vistarasho Maya, you talked about that one in elaborately. Tvatta Kamalapatraksha. He now looking at Lord's eyes, your lotus eyes. Lotus eyes, indirectly Arjuna is also asking for that type of eyes, lotus eyes. He is also looking at Lord's eyes, Tvatta Kamalapatraksha, lotus like eyes, Mamatma Apichavyayam, Mahatma Mapichavyayam. He is talking about lotus-eyed Lord Pundarikaksha. Pundarikaksha, I heard about the greatness, your greatness, from you alone. Pundarikaksha, in the eyes, all parts requires cleaning, in the washing, bath, everything, but eyes remains fresh all the time. It remains fresh always. Eyes remains fresh and no further cleaning is required. And Pundarikaksha sa bahyantara shuchihi. And in the taking the bath also there is a mantra thinking about in the taking the bath we think we are getting cleaned. It is think of the Pundarikaksha, Lord's eyes. Sa bahyantara shuchihi. When you think of Lord's big eyes, you are getting purified from within and out. When you go to the temple, you look at the Lord's eyes also. Whether many places when you go, as if Lord is looking at you. You feel good about that one. When you go to Jagannatha Puri, Lord with the big eyes, Pundarikaksha. Through my eyes, I am sucking out all your sins. That big eyes, Jagannatha Puri. Why that eyes, big eyes, he is drawing all our impurities out. We are getting purified both from inside and outside. That is why that Lord, in the Jagannath Puri especially, big eyes, look at my eyes. I am drawing all your kleshas through my eyes. And Pundarikaksha, it is, there is sa Pundarikaksha sa bahyantara shuchihi. In the while taking the bath also, the think of the Pundarikaksha for inner and outer purification. Evameta यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम एवमेत यथा तत्त्व आत्मानं परमेश्वरः. And Shri Arjuna again says, Evameta Dyata Tattva, whatever you had talked about, O Parameshwara, I want to see. In the 10th chapter, Shri Krishna says, he is there in the Garuda, he is there in the Airavata, he is there in Surya, he is there in Shiva, he is there in Vasu, he is there, and he is there in the ocean, he is there in Himalaya, he is there in crocodile, and he gave about 97 places where he is there, 96 places, object of meditation. Now Arjuna says, I want to see that one. You said you are there, you are there, you are there. He says, Drashtumichami te rupam aishwaram, your glory you talked about. I want to see that one. I want to see your glory. How you just said, he is there, you are in Rama, you are in Ganga, you are there everywhere. I want to see first hand. And Arjuna next sloka says, he agrees. To see also, you need to have qualification. You need to have qualification. Many things, if I want to, a child ask about in the advanced science, parents, even if they say, children won't understand. They have to come down to the children level. Best teacher is the one who can bring the profound knowledge to the ordinary language. If the profound knowledge can be spoken, communicated in ordinary language, that is a great teacher. Profound, yes, profound, you can keep it as a profound. But ordinary people cannot understand that one. To understand the profound one, a great teacher knows how to bring it to in the simple words. Here Arjuna asked that one, Manyase Yedi Tachakyam Maya Drashto Iti Prabho Yogeshwara Tato me tvam Darshaya Atma avyayam Manyase yadi tachakyam Maya drashtumiti prabho Yogeshwara tato me tvam Darshaya matmam avyayam Manyase yadi tachakyam. If you think I am fit enough to behold, he said, I want to see, and in the next sloka he says, if you think I am qualified, if you think I am good enough, if you think I am qualified, manyase yadi tat shakyam, tat shakya. If you think I am qualified enough to behold your Vishwaroopa, behold that one, Maya drashtumiti prabho, tashakya, I am qualified enough, I am fit enough, I am worthy enough to comprehend your cosmic form. Yogeshwara tato me tvam darshayam atmam avyayam. If you think I am qualified, please reveal that one to me. Reveal that one to me. And Arjuna arrogance has totally melted down, and he says, if you think I am good enough, if you think I am qualified enough, please reveal that one. I want to behold that one. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Pashya me Partarupani Shatashota Sahasrashaha Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha. Shri Krishna says, Pashya me, look. Look means Arjuna is blank, and God's infinite form is eternal. What Shri Krishna says, my Vishwaroopa is always there. You see, Shri Krishna did not say, wait, I will go behind the stage, I will put on the some costumes and come. He says, you see, I am always have the cosmic form. And Pashyame Partha Rupani Shata Shota Sahasrasha, 100 or thousands of forms, Nana Vidhani Divyani, and various forms, glorious forms, various colors, Kriti Nicha, various forms, innumerable forms you see. And then Shri Krishna says, Pashyadityan Vasun Rudran Ashwino Marutastata Bahuni Adrishtapurvani Pashyascharyaani Bharata. And Shri Krishna says in the 10th chapter, he talked about, he is there in Aditya, he is there in Marut, he is there in Rudra, he is there in Vasu, and Pashya Adityan, look at the Adityas, Vasus, 8 Vasus, see 11 Rudras, 49 Maruts, Bahuni Adrishta Purvani, various, never have been seen by you before, never heard of that one. Pashyas Ascharyani Bharata, so wonderful. In the 10th chapter, he heard, Arjuna heard about divine grace. After hearing, we want to see. After hearing, it's like Kalpana heard about Jawan, heard about it is good. Yes, I want to see. And it is after hearing, you want to see. And Arjuna also, after heard in the 10th chapter, I want to see. He says, I won't be satisfied without seeing. I heard enough. I want to see. And Shri Krishna says, see, Arjuna, see Aditya, Vasu, Rudra, Ashwini Kumaras, Marut, Adrishta Purvani, never seen by Pashyascharya, most wonderful, never seen, you see that one. Iha Ekastam Jagat Krishnam Pashyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Gudakesha Yaschanya Drashtumichasi. And Shri Krishna talks about Iha Ekastam, in this body, in one body, and you see entire thing, Sachara, moving and unmoving things. Mama Dehe, O Gudakesha, Gudakesha, I explained in the 10th chapter. Gudakesha means one meaning is it's curly hairs. Another one is one who has conquered the sleep. Arjuna also in 6 months of penance, he did not sleep for getting the Pashupata Astra. For that he got the name Gudakesha. Mama dehe Gudakesha Yaschani Drashtumichasi. Whatever you want to see, you can see. Whatever you want to see, you see in my body. In my body. And in Ramayana it comes Vishwamitra, Durvasa went to Lord Ramachandra. In the Uttarakhanda it comes, I am hungry, I want food, and I want it now. So Lord Ramachandra put his hand forward, take what you want, you take. Fresh, hot, whatever Durvasa wanted, straight. Durvasa, if Lord Ramachandra went to kitchen and asked the chef to prepare, and it's late, and any already cooked food, it is a stale food, he won't take. He wanted it now. When Lord Ramachandra gave, take whatever you want. Whatever you want, order, it is coming. And seeing that one, Durvasa Rishi says, you are none other than Narayana. You are none other than Vishnu, and he bowed down. That incident came to bring out Lord Ramachandra's greatness. People say Lord Ramachandra, like us, he lost his wife and started crying. Ordinary, they tried to bring down, and Durvasa Rishi, he himself says, you are none other than Mahavishnu, and bow down. Here Sri Krishna says the same. Whatever you want to see, you see. Whatever you want to wish to see, you can see in my body. But Sri Krishna says, but Natu mam Shakyase drashtu Yenaiva Swachakshusha Divyam dadami Te chakshu Pashyame Yoga Aishwaram Natu mam shakyate drashtu Yenaiva swachakshusha Divyam dadami te chakshu Pashyame yoga aishwaram. Shri Krishna says, but this form you can't see with your eyes. Our organs has a limited bandwidth. Our eyes, if it is so bright, tomorrow also it's a very hot day, so very bright, if it is too bright you can't read also. You need some sunglasses to read, put your hand around your eyes to read. Too bright you can't read, too dim you can't read. Eyes can see, it has a one bandwidth. Within that bandwidth only you can see. If the sound is too low pitch you can't hear, too high pitch you can't hear. Our hearing has a bandwidth. Our senses has a bandwidth. Shri Krishna says, your eyes do not have a bandwidth to behold of me. To see me, you need a special eye. Divyam dadami te chakshuhu. I will give you divine eyes. With that you can comprehend. Many very readers, casual readers, they read text and say there is nothing in this one. I can't see anything. It's a waste of time. Ask the children to do what is there. the children's eyes are not trained, and we also, many things we don't see. We don't see when we read, it is all like a fairy tale, and we don't see. What Sri Krishna says, to hear, understand what teacher is talking, teacher has spent years of sadhana behind where he is. You can't just one class attending, it is all, I don't believe. You have to have put in the work, effort. Then only you understand what teacher is trying to communicate. What Sri Krishna says, Divyam dadami te chakshuhu. You don't understand. You are not tuned to what the teacher is talking about. You are not tuned at all. To get the signal, you have to do the sadhana. Years of sadhana you have to put in to understand what the teacher is communicating. Sri Krishna here tells Arjuna, you can't see. My cosmic form is always there, but you don't see. You can't see. You can see. With my grace, I will give you special eyes. And when Lord gave the special eyes, towards the end of this chapter, Arjuna says, please take it back. I can't see further. I'm scared. I can't comprehend. I want to see your original form. Please take your divine eyes back. Please, I request. And he got so petrified, seeing everything. He could able to see past, present, future, everything in one go. And he was so scared. He requested Sri Krishna, please, I want to see your original form. Original form, I can't behold this one. To hold that one also, Arjuna initially in the chapter he says, I want to behold, and if I am qualified, when Lord gave, and after seeing he got scared. Please take it back. I understood. I am thy disciple. He submitted. So this chapter it is talking about to get to the sadhana. Sadhana is not a one day sadhana. You need to put in lot of work. Lot of sadhana is there. Lot of dedication is there. Lot of dedication, then only divine grace befalls on you. It is not one day attempt and do give some donation to some place and like a magic happens. It's a divine Adhyatma Vidya. You have to put in years of sadhana before you can comprehend the higher truth. We'll in the first stroke, I have touched upon 8 slokas. We will rehash that one in the coming weeks. Repeat again. Arjuno vacha Madanugrahaya paramam Guhya adhyatma sanjnitam Yatvayoktam vachastena Mohoyam vigato mama. One more time. Madanugrahaya paramam Guhya adhyatma sanjnitam Yatvayoktam vachastena Mohoyam vigato mama. Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam Shruto vistarasho maya Tvatta kamalapatraksha Mahatmamapi chavyayam Bhavapyayo hi bhutanam Shruto vistarasho maya Tvatta kamalapatraksha Mahatmamapi chavyayam एवमेतद्यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूप ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम एवमेतद्यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयामात्ममव्ययम् श्रीभगवानुवाच पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतशोथसहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णाकृतीनि च श्रीभगवानुवाच पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतशोथसहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णाकृतीनि च पश्यादित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनो मरुतस्तथा बहूनि अदृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्यश्चर्याणि भारत पश्यादित्यान् वसून् रुद्रान् अश्विनो मरुतस्तथा बहूनि अदृष्टपूर्वाणि पश्यश्चर्याणि भारत इहैकस्तं जगत्कृत्स्नं पश्येद्य सचराचरम् मम देहे गुडाकेश यश्चान्या द्रष्टुमिच्छसि इहैकस्तं जगत्कृत्स्नं पश्येद्य सचराचरम् मम देहे गुडाकेश यश्चान्या द्रष्टुमिच्छसि न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षु पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्